them to stay in that ball game. 4 Redmond players scored in double figures. Cameron Van Wyk leading the way with 16 points on 6 of 7 from the field, along with 4 of 5 free throws and 6 rebounds. Mike Stevenson, the fine-looking sophomore out of Wilmot High School, scored 15 points on 5 of 7 from the field. And Dante Logan was his spectacular self once again. 12 points, 10 assists, a double-double for Dante Logan. Second time in the last 3 ball games that he has come up with 10 assists in the contest. And then freshman Brad Cruz chipping in 10 points in the victory. He is looking stronger as each and every game goes by. Meanwhile, for North Central, as I said, they come in on a 2-game losing skid. They fell to 22nd-ranked Elmhurst on Saturday night, and 66-57 the final from Naperville. Kyle Wiest with 23 points for the Blue Jays. Will Nixon, 12 points and 9 rebounds in the victory for the Blue Jays. Meanwhile, the Cardinals got Jamie Moten with a game-high 25 points. He was 8 of 14 from behind the three-point arc, and that will be the focal point tonight for the Redmen defensively. They need to know where Moten is at all times. The 6-foot junior out of Spicer, Minnesota, averaging 17 points. He's shooting better than 50% from the field this year, 44% from behind the three-point arc. He has 88 more threes taken than the next player on the team, so there's no question he is looking to shoot from behind the arc. Redmen have to defend that very well. That will be Dante Logan's partner out there trying to defend and keep him off of the three-point shot. If you take that away, you still have to worry about the inside game. Jack Burchett, their conference's leading rebounder at 7.4 rebounds per game. He's a 6'6 senior out of Mokina, Illinois. And Charles Rosenberg, 6'6", 200-pound senior. As you see his numbers on the video screen, 53% from the field. He played the first 3 years here with North Central, left to play at Division II Minnesota Mankato, played their first season, came back, didn't like what was going on there, so he has his 1 year of eligibility left, and he'll do it here at North Central. 17 points per game amongst the league leaders in scoring, and he's also among the league leaders in rebounding, and he's averaging almost 3 assists per ball game, so he is a factor in the post tonight for North Central. Again, a very big ball game here for both teams tonight, trying to get established into the conference race as the first half of the conference schedule wraps up this coming weekend. So a big ball game, Carthage and North Central tonight from the beautiful Tarble Arena. We'll pause and take a 60 break. When we come back, we'll visit with head basketball coach Bosko Jerkovic. We'll get his thoughts on tonight's ball game as he goes for win number 501 here at the Tarble Arena. That's coming your way next. Redmond basketball on AM 1050 WLIP. Wednesday night, we're back at the Tarble Arena. Carthage getting set to play host to North Central, the Cardinals, in the first meeting of the year between these two schools, joined now by head basketball coach Bosko Jerkovic. And I can't remember. I know this league is always a tough league, going all the way back, Bosko, but playing 4 of your first 6 games against ranked teams in your own league to start out a season.
The strength of this league is its depth. There are a lot of good leagues in the country at the top end. There are very few leagues in the country that usually go 4, 5, 6, some cases 7 deep, where you have quality opponents from top to bottom, and that's what sets this league apart, perhaps from any other league in the country.
Back in the chase with the win Saturday against Milliken to get to 3-2. You're 1 game under 500 coming into the game here tonight, and got bolted out to such a big lead early, a 21-2 run to start the game, a 12-2 run to start the second half, and then basically had to hang on there in the final couple minutes to get that in the win column.
We don't have the type of a team that's going to separate and stay there. I wish we did. Our moments Saturday where we played well were very, very strong basketball on our part. On the other hand, when you're undersized and you're never going to be a dominant rebounding team, the game always has a tendency to find its way back to some kind of normalness. And gosh, when we were 21-2, I said, wow, this is good, we're playing well, but I sure didn't think it was going to be 84-10. So having said that, it was a good quality win. We're glad we hung on, and now we move forward.
Play of your point guard, Dante Logan, the last 3 ball games has been spot on spectacular. Another 10-assist game for him on Saturday night, and he just continues to set the team up and put the team in good positions on the floor for scoring.
Coaches always appreciate seniors that continue to get better, and he has done every bit of that. always been a good on-ball defender, now has become a better off-ball defender. Gets to take the other team's best one or two almost every night. Did a great job with Nelson down at Wesleyan. Did a really good job on Griffin the other night. And offensively, seeing the court better than he ever has, and the ball in his hands is a good thing for our team.
How about the growth of Cameron Van Wyk as well, the other senior that's on the floor? He is he's played his heart out this entire season.
I don't know that anybody I've had has improved as much and looks like he enjoyed it as much as Cameron is right now. Playing awfully well, shooting the ball at a very high percentage, really good team player, and I couldn't be happier for both of our seniors. Those kids are really meant a lot to the program and have done a lot to help us get back into a pretty good position in the conference.
Got to draw on that experience here tonight with North Central. It's a very good team, 13-3, 3-2, coming in nationally ranked. They're tough all over. I mean, you've got a Jamie Moulton that hits the ball from the three spot on a regular basis at 44%. Then you've got Burchett and Rosenberg, who are both scorers. Rosenberg at 17 and 7 rebounds and 7.5 rebounds for Burchett.
An interesting mix of people. Rosenberg was at North Central for 3 years during their nice run, left, went up to Minnesota Mankato. That didn't work out. He came back and brought back Moulton with him. So that was a nice recruiting coup for North Central going into this year. And they do have some very good basketball players. Moulton is as good, if not the best, shooter in our conference. Rosenberg just plays with a great passion. If he's on your team, you love him. If he's on the other team, you really don't. But he plays the game very, very hard. He leaves it all on the floor. And Burchett is an underrated good inside player because of the things he does to help the team. He's an excellent passer. He's an excellent rebounder. So they're a very difficult matchup for any of us in the league, and we're going to have to play well tonight to beat them.
Who draws the assignments tonight on those three?
Well, Logan will play Moulton when we're in that particular set. We're going to try to keep Rosenberg off of the boards as much as we can. Even though he likes to shoot the basketball, his best game is around the basket. He was 27, 28, and 14 against Wheaton in a game they won in overtime. So you know that capability is always there, and yet we're always afraid of guys shooting the ball from distance, and right now Moulton's shooting it not only as well, better than anybody in the conference.
I was going to say, I still get the feeling, though, that you match up pretty well against this North Central team. At least you have in the previous years.
This has been a kind of an interesting series. Both teams have had very good teams from time to time through the years, and we've both been just pretty good. And yet the games have been very competitive. There's been a couple 3-game swings here and there, but by and large, this has been a pretty darn even series the last 9 or 10 years. And I don't know if it's because teams match up well. A lot of these kids know each other. We probably recruit against North Central more than anybody in the league. So it is interesting that way. And if we play as well as we played the last 4 games, we've got every right to think that we can win tonight.
I was going to say the confidence level has to be there. I'm seeing it in practice. Saw it in the game on Saturday. Didn't get rattled. You guys figured it out at the end and made it close, but you got it done.
That's exactly right. And the practices have been very, very focused, very understanding. This group likes where they're at right now. They like the fact that they know they can compete in this league. And there's no sugarcoating it. This is a very important game for both teams for obvious reasons, and that's the conference race. In North Central's case, it's the overall record, and it's a very important game.
I was going to say, too, that this team plays for each other now. I think they're playing with a passion for each other to build each other up.
Well, it's interesting because our teams through the years have always, I thought, played for each other, and yet we've been very fortunate through all my years of coaching that we've had more than our share of star players. So we haven't always had that model where 10 play and nobody averages more than 12 points a game. And that's what we've got right now. And I think sometimes guys on the team like that. And you don't know who's going to lead your team in scoring on any given night. And when you look at the end of the night, you may have 3, you may have 4, you may have 5 in double figures, but those double figures are 15s and 13s and 11s. It's not 28, 24, and 20.
Time now for our Blueprints for Success, sponsored by Riley Construction Incorporated. Bosco, what you have on the whiteboard tonight?
Offensive execution our way. If we move the ball as well as we have and do what we're supposed to offensively, I think we can get good looks. That's very, very important. And the second part is do what we're supposed to defensively. Mind your keys. They have some exceptional individual players. We have to do a good job to make them earn every basket they get.
Bosco, good luck on 501 here tonight.
Thank you, Johnny.
Bosco Jurkovich joining us. Our Blueprints for Success brought to you by Riley Construction Incorporated. Let them make your job easier. A member of the U.S. Green Building Council and a proud partner of Carthage College athletics. The Redmen and North Central tonight from the Tarble Arena will tip it off right after this 60-second break on AM 1050 WLIP.
John Weiser back with you at the Tarble Arena. We're just about set for tip-off of tonight's game. 17th ranked North Central in the building tonight. Cardinals taking on your Carthage College Redmen. Each team at 3-2 in league play. North Central at 13-3 overall. 2-game losing skid in conference. And the Redmen on a 2-game winning streak in conference coming into play here tonight. We're just about set for our national anthem, and to do that, let's head back downstairs to Adam King, our PA announcer here at Carthage College.
The flag's a gift to the college from his parents. In remembering Captain Vavrin, we pay tribute to all who have sacrificed their lives for our country, and honor those who today put themselves in harm's way in service to America. To honor America, please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
Very nice crowd settling into this one here tonight. Probably in the neighborhood of about 700 or 800 here on a Wednesday night. Not too shabby here at the Tarble Arena in Kenosha. Once again, let's head downstairs to Adam King with the starting lineups of tonight's ball game.
3 record and a 3-2 CCIW mark. And your Carthage Redmen with a record of 7-8 and a 3-2 conference record in the CCIW. Let's meet the starting lineup for the North Central College Cardinals. A 6-foot junior guard out of Spicer, Minnesota, number 4, Jamie Moten. A 6-foot freshman guard out of Metamora, Illinois, number 10, Joe Cannell. A 6'6 senior forward out of Makina, Illinois, number 32, Jack Burchett. A 6'2 freshman guard out of Chicago, Illinois, number 34, Erwin Henry. And a 6'6 senior forward out of Palatine, Illinois, number 44, Charles Rosenberg. The head coach for the Cardinals is Todd Raridan. He's assisted by Mitch Raridan and Aaron Tinkness. Are you ready? At guard, a 6'3" junior from Libertyville High School. Out of Libertyville, Illinois, number 5, Ellis Matthews. At guard, a 6'4" freshman from Lake Zurich High School. From Hawthorne Woods, Illinois, number 25, Brad Cruz. At forward, a 6'4" sophomore from Wilmot Union. Out of Burlington, Wisconsin, number 20, Mike Stevenson. At forward, a 6'6" senior from the American School of the Hague. Out of the Wassenaar, Netherlands, number 22, Cameron Van White. And at guard, a 5'11" senior from Skokie Niles West High School. From Evanston, Illinois, number 21, Dante Logan. The head coach for your Redmen is Bosco Jerichovic. He's assisted by Steve Jerichovic, Quincy French, Jose Garcia, and graduate assistant coach Andy Atkins.
We're about set to tip it off tonight from the Tarble Arena in Kenosha. 17th ranked North Central taking on the Carthage College Redmen. Again, it'll be Moten, Cannell, Burchett, Henry, and Rosenberg for the North Central Cardinals. It'll be Matthews, Stevenson, Logan, Van Wyck, and Cruz for the Carthage Redmen. North Central in the Cardinal red jerseys, Cardinal red shorts trimmed out in white numerals, white lettering. Redmen white jerseys, white shorts trimmed out in red numerals and red lettering. The officials tonight, Kenny Faulkner, Rob Kruger, and James Ford. Set to jump center for the Redmen will be Cameron Van Wyck. He will jump against Charles Rosenberg. James Ford will toss it up in the opening tip, brought down by North Central. They'll work it right to left, and they have the basketball to get things going here early. Three-pointer on the way. Back iron miss, no good by Aaron Henry. Goes out of bounds, deflects off the Redmen. Went off of Ellis Matthews. It will be North Central basketball. Cruz will defend the inbound pass right of the basket. Burchett tosses it all the way up top. They're going to the backcourt, picked up by Cannell. Joe Cannell, 6-foot freshman out of Metamora, Illinois, will work the point at the center circle. Carthage going to switch off into a little bit of a zone here. 2-3 look here for the Redmen. Now on the drive, out of the right corner, cut off nicely. That time was Henry. Try and work it inside. The miss and the rebound, and the stick back by Burchett goes in. Jack Burchett able to get the North Central Cardinals on the board early, 2-0 Cardinals. Redmen will walk it up left to right. Logan with it to Stevenson, top of the circle. Stevenson with Burchett on him, fires from long range. That's no good. Rebound angles to Cannell. Cannell quickly down the floor. Gets it off to Moten. Moten will fire from the outside and hit for the three-pointer. Jamie Moten for three off the left wing on the fast break. Quickly 5-0 North Central. Now the Redmen will set it up. Matthews, I should say, around to Van Wyck. Near side it goes Logan. Logan guarded heavy by Henry. Now to Matthews. Turnaround shot, top of the circle. That floats in for Ellis Matthews. Logan on the assist to Matthews inside the key that time. Able to hit it just behind the free throw line. 5-2, Redmen trail. And the Redmen sitting in a matchup zone here. And we had a double dribble called on Erwin Henry. Gave up the dribble, kind of hung it up on his right hip, and then brought it back down on the floor for the turnover, our first turnover of the ball game. Cruz quickly to Matthews. Matthews on the left wing, now top of the circle, trying to fire it down low. Van Wyck wasn't looking for it. Matthews kind of got caught up in the air that time, either to shoot or pass, and turns it over. Cardinals will bring it down, leading by 3. First minute gone by here in Kenosha. Henry with it high on the right wing. Up top to Burchett. Now near wing it goes, down low, Rosenberg. Rosenberg at the left block, spins, lays it off the glass and in. Charles Rosenberg got it in a good spot that time in the floor. Got good penetration between Van Wyk and Stevenson. Able to shake both and go off the glass to lead by 5. Now Matthews up top to Cruz. Playing better each and every game. Like the game Brad Cruz brings to the floor each and every night. Now Van Wyk called for a travel. Moved the feet before he put the ball down. Second straight turn by the Redmen. They trail 7-2 here, 2.5 minutes in, here in Kenosha tonight. Lady Reds on the road in Naperville. We'll keep you posted on that ball game as our game here progresses. And now a turnover as the pass goes through the hand of Burchett. Picked up by Matthews, dumps to Logan. He'll lay it up low left. Matthews with the steal and then finding Logan low left to lay it up. 7-4, Redmond down 3. Each team with a pair of turnovers here early on. Now Burchett with it, top of the circle. Works it back to Cannell. Cannell guarded by Logan. We got a whistle and a foul. Foul's going to go on Van Wyk inside, colliding with Rosenberg. First foul on the Redmen here in this first half. North Central gets it in quickly. And we got a walk. Turning it over again, Erwin Henry, his second turnover of the ball game. Henry shuffling the pivot foot that time. We'll get a substitution here as Brandon White will check in for the freshman Erwin Henry. White is a 6'3 sophomore out of Discovery Bay, California. Carthage will set it up. Stevenson now on the drive, fed from Logan, lays it up, rolls off, no good. Rebound tapped into the hands of Burchett. He'll take the floor now, running the floor down. Gets it off to Cannell. Cannell penetrates, hung in the air, back to Burchett. Down low to Rosenberg, finishes and one. Van Wyk with the reach foul. Van Wyk picking up his second foul as Rosenberg was following through on his made basket. So Rosenberg at the free throw line to complete the three-point play. Among the league leaders in scoring at 17 per game. Rosenberg just 65% from the line, and he'll miss on that one. Rebound, Burchett had it, lost it, tipped into the corner, flagged down by Logan. He couldn't corral it. Gets back to Burchett, lays it up and in. Jack Burchett with his 4th point. Those 50-50 balls that Logan just couldn't quite corral. 7-point lead here for North Central. Logan now high in the left wing. Up top to Matthews. Jumper there for 3 is good. Moten late to get in front of Matthews. He's able to fire that one up from long range. Cuts the deficit to 4. 11-7 North Central. 4 minutes in. Now Cannell pulls up. Finds Moten on the wing. To Burchett driving in. Falls down. Kept the dribble going. Feeds Rosenberg right of the free throw line. Back up to Cannell. Now to Moten for 3 off the left side. Good. Stevenson got caught in the wash. Didn't get a hand in his face. Moten with his feet set. He's ready to shoot at all times. Jamie Moten now 2 for 2 from long range. Lead back out to 7 here for North Central. Again, Moten 50% from the floor, 44% from three-point range coming into the game here tonight. Outstanding ball game the other night against Elmhurst. As Logan from the free throw line able to hit. Dante Logan with 4 points off the soft jumper. And now a turnover again, another travel. This time it's Cannell traveling with the basketball. I was going to say with Moten, he was 8 of 14 from three-point arc in the loss to Elmhurst on Saturday night. Redmond will bring it up, trailing 5. 5 minutes gone by here in our first half. John Weiser with you tonight from the Tarble Arena. Stevenson on the drive, lost it on the way up, deflected out off of Ellis Matthews. And so the turnover will give it back to North Central. Lady Reds in Naperville taking on the Cardinals. Cardinals with the early 11-6 lead, 4 minutes into that contest. We'll keep you posted on that ball game. Moten touch pass back to Cannell, tried to find Burchett at the free throw line, through his hand, stolen by Van Wyk. Gets it out to Logan. Logan now spinning in the paint, back to Cruz, now back to Logan. Logan will settle it down. Senior point guard out of Skokie Niles West gets the return pass now from Van Wyk. Top to Matthews. Nice loop feed inside to Van Wyk, who lays it up and in. Boy, Moten was going to defend Matthews, thinking he was going to shoot. Left his feet, and then Matthews with a nice bounce pass to Van Wyk in the paint for the layup. 14-11. Now steal, nearly stolen by Cruz, I should say, as he deflected it out of bounds. Oh, he had that read beautifully as that high pass was going into Cannell. Cruz unable to come up with it. Now White to Cannell, to Moten, to Burchett, tried to pass to Rosenberg, broken up inside and taken away by Stevenson. It's 6 turnovers now by North Central here early on. They're second in the league in turnovers per game at just under 15. Now a turnover by the Redmen the other way as Rosenberg pulls up, looks to the corner for Moten. Moten ball fakes Stevenson, now kicks it back up top to White. White with the penetration, scoop with the left hand, couldn't fall. Burchett tap, no. Van Wyk comes down with it. Burchett low right wanted to tap it all up in one motion and came up short. Now Logan racing down the floor draws the foul. Took it all the way to the rim and got the foul called as he backed Brandon White down into the paint that time. White's first on North Central, and Dante Logan to the free throw line for a pair. Logan, the conference leader in assist at just under 6 per game. Missing on the front end. Ryan Case will check in for the Redmen, 6'4" sophomore out of Schaumburg. Checking in for the Cardinals, Evan Fendley. That name sounds familiar, related to Sean Fendley, used to play for Carthage. Younger sibling out of York High School in Elmhurst. Logan makes the second free throw, cuts the deficit to 2 at 14-12. 13-15 to play here in our first half. Redmond again in a 2-3 zone. Been in the zone much of the ball game here early on. Now with the basketball, Moten lost it out of bounds. Another turnover for North Central. Got a clean pass, just some reason took his eye off of it. 7th turnover here in the first 7 minutes committed by North Central. As I said, their second highest total in turns per game in the league, just under 15. Matthews will pull up from the free throw line and hits, and we're tied at 14. Well, the largest lead of the game was 7 by North Central. 7-0 run here by the Redmen have tied this one up at 14 all. A timeout taken by the Cardinals. Be a 30-second timeout. We will keep it here. The D3Hoops.com poll out this week on the men's side. Augustana ranked number 1 once again, getting 24 first place votes this week. UW-Whitewater ranked 2nd. St. Thomas of Minnesota ranked 3rd, getting the other first place vote. Washington University is 4th, and Marietta College ranked 5th. Other CCIW schools, North Central ranked 17th. Elmhurst is ranked 22nd. They hold steady there with a loss to Carthage and a win over North Central last week. Falling out of the top 25 was Illinois Wesleyan. They're in the others receiving vote category coming into play tonight. On the women's side, Fairleigh Dickinson University of Florham, New Jersey, 23 first place votes. They're the number 1 ranked team in the nation. Thomas More College out of Kentucky ranked 2nd. Wash U ranked 3rd. Wheaton out of the CCIW ranked 16th this week in the women's poll. Now 3 ball on the way and down for Fendley. Evan Fendley, 40% from three-point arc coming into the game here tonight. Nails his first attempt. 17-14 North Central. Stevenson with it high on the right. Up top to Cruz. Works it off to Case. Ryan Case back up top to Logan. He'll settle it in. Man-to-man defense the entire ball game here for North Central. Logan loops it back. Case a deep 3. Line drive shot. Banks off the front of the rim. Flagged down by Burchett. He'll hand it off to Moten. Moten down the floor quickly. Gets it off to White. Evan White with it. Back to Burchett. Spinning at the free throw line. Back out to Moten. Open 3. Good. Timeout taken by the Redmen here. They forgot to find Moten again. He is 3 for 3 from behind the arc. A quick 6-0 run here for North Central, and they've regained the lead by 6. Well, coming into the game here tonight, North Central 6th in the league in scoring offense at 71 points per game. They're 2nd in the league in field goal percentage, 47%. 4th in the league in three-point field goal percentage at 36. Cardinals are hitting at 66% here in this first half, 8 for 12. They've hit all 4 of their three-pointers, 3 of them by Moten, the other one by Fendley. Carthage 6 for 9 as well from the floor, 1 for 2 from three-point range, and 1 for 2 off the free throw line. But the Redmen getting clubbed on the boards tonight, 7-1 rebounding advantage right now. And North Central with 4 of their 7 coming on the offensive glass. Logan will bring it across midcourt for the Redmen. A 6-0 run here for North Central. They've regained the lead by 6. Kiston Lee on the floor now for the Redmen, following that last timeout. Logan will get the ball screen from Lee. Lost the dribble, ball loose on the floor. Logan tied up, possession arrow to the Redmen with 8 seconds on the shot clock. Let's see, the Redmen get a timeout here before. Yep, they got the timeout. So Redmen forced to take a second timeout here to keep the possession. So Logan tried the crossover dribble and lost control of it. Other games going on in men's play tonight in the CCIW. Illinois Wesleyan is at number 1 ranked Augustana in Rock Island tonight, and the Titans have opened up a 6-point lead early. 12 minutes to go first half, 20-14. Illinois Wesleyan on top of Augie. Soderman with 9 to lead the way for Wesleyan. And it's Ben Ryan with 5, Hunter Hill with 4 for Augustana. North Park and Elmhurst tonight. North Park and Elmhurst tied at 15. 9 minutes to go first half. And down in Milliken tonight, or it is Milliken hosting Wheaton, and the Big Blue off to a 23-11 start in that contest. We got a whistle on the rebound and a foul off the miss. Case inside trying to grab the rebound. Rosenberg going over the back. Second foul on the Cardinals, each team with 2 team fouls. Redmen with a fresh 35 as they inbound. Trailing by 6 here with 11 minutes to go first half. Sean Valentine in there now for the Redmen. So you have Valentine, Lee, Matthews, and Case, along with Logan for Carthage. With Van Wyk set to check in, and we got a moving screen violation on Ryan Case. Drop the shoulder, moving screen, trying to set the ball screen for Logan, and Case picks up the foul, his first, 3rd on the Redmen. Van Wyk in for Matthews now. Or check that, Keltson in for Matthews. My bad. It's Mike Keltson in there. First appearance of the night for the sophomore out of Bloomingdale. Now Rosenberg getting around Case, but then the shot blocked by Kiston Lee, and back the other way comes Logan. Step back 3 on the way for Logan, buries it. Dante Logan, after the block by Lee, took the ball on the dribble to the top of the circle and backed it off for the 3-jack. And the Redmen back to within 3. Now free throw line jumper on the way by Brandon White is good. Open look by White at the free throw line. 22-17 North Central. Midway through our first half. Logan to Case, right corner jumper. That's too strong. Rebound inside, Valentine. Nice job by Valentine. Getting position on Fendley that time. Now Valentine with it high in the right wing. Works it off to Lee, top of the circle. Into the left corner. This time Case from the left corner. That one rattles out, no good. Rebound Kevin Hahn. Hahn gets it off to Moten. Jamie Moten with it now on the wing. Again, the Redmen will set it up in a 2-3 zone. Fendley with it here on the near side. Works it back. Shot by White. Partially blocked that time by Case. Now the ball loose inside, and it's deflected out of bounds. Both Valentine and Case trying to go back after that one underneath. Stevenson will check in for Ryan Case now for the Redmen. 22-17 North Central, 9:20 to go, first half. Valentine trying to get reset here. They look to inbound. Up top it'll go to Fendley. Works it off to White, back to Fendley. Open three, got it. Stevenson late off the inbound. Fendley triggered the inbound, forgot to cover him. He circled back, was open on the left wing. He's 2 for 2 from behind the arc. The lead out to 8. 25-17. Now Keltson fakes, gets it back to Valentine. Now to Stevenson, top of the circle. Hands it to Lee. Lee in the air, pass to the right corner to Keltson. His three on the way, no good. Valentine able to get another offensive board, his second one in as many trips. Now Logan at the center circle, finds Keltson at the left wing, guarded by Fendley. Off to Lee, top of the circle. Reversing right side now to Logan. We got a whistle underneath. We got a foul on Valentine. Valentine locked up inside with Brandon White, got called for the elbow. So with 8.5 minutes to go here in the first half, North Central will bring it up full length, leading by 8. Rosenberg stripped out by Logan. Logan will lead the break the other way. 3-on-3, dumps it back. Valentine, deep three on the wing. Curls off, no. Loose inside. Kiston Lee battling for the rebound. He's going to get called for the foul. Position inside by both Fendley and Rosenberg that time. And Lee can't believe it, but I thought it was a pretty good call. 5th foul on the Redmen. Only 2 fouls on North Central. Fendley again hoists from 3, missing. Rosenberg missed the easy layup. And the follow-up by Kevin Hahn tips it in. Lead out to 10. A 13-4 run here now by North Central. It's tied at 14, and now another steal. Logan turning it over. Moten coming back. Moten setting it up. Works it off on the far wing. Fendley. Now to Rosenberg. Jump pass inside. Turnaround shot by Hahn goes down. Kevin Hahn, a junior out of Downers Grove South. He's got 4 points. Lead out to 12. 29-17. A 15-4 run. Stevenson for 3. That was halfway down and popped out. Rebound to Moten. And then can't buy a bucket right now. Now Rosenberg at the free throw line, around Lee to Fendley, up top to Moten. Back inside Rosenberg, fade over Lee, rattles out, no. Lee able to get the rebound. Kiston Lee with the board for the Redmen. He'll give it off to Logan. 6:55 to go here in the half. 29-17 North Central. Valentine with it. High in the right wing, bounce feed over to Logan. Dante Logan high on the right, gets a ball screen from Stevenson. Backs it in the paint, now kicks it back out. Valentine, back to Logan. Not much movement here by the Redmen. Lob pass over the top to Lee, inside, lays it up and in. Nice job by Logan, lofted that one over Kevin Hahn. Lee with the catch in the low right layup. 2 points for Kiston Lee. That's the deficit to 10 here. Hahn again. Throws one up, no good. Lee with the rebound. Out to Logan, he wants to run. Takes it across midcourt. Logan to the free throw line, back to Lee for 3. Got it. 5 straight here for Kiston Lee. And Carthage back to within 7. 29-22, under 6 minutes to go, first half. Moten now to Fendley, to Rosenberg, back to Moten for 3. Got it. 4 for 4, Jamie Moten from long distance. Once again, Lee got caught in the wash. That was his responsibility to fly back at Moten. Didn't get there. 10-point North Central lead, 32-22. 5.5 minutes to go, first half. Logan with it, high in the right wing. Looks inside, now back out to Keltson. Back to Logan. Now feeds Lee. Lee working on Rosenberg. Spinning on Rosenberg. Pulls up, 16-footer short. Rebound Moten. Moten will run the floor. Moten down the floor to Fendley. Jump stop. Back outside. Rosenberg. Long jumper. No. Long rebound. Pulled in by Logan. Logan running the floor. Cut off by Fendley. Dumps it back for Valentine. Picked up by Stevenson. Deflected to Keltson. Now Logan with it. Pops for three and hits for three. Dante Logan lulling Jamie Moten to sleep. A little crossover dribble and then firing it up. 11 points for Dante Logan here in the first half. Pulls the team back to within 7 here. They work it into Rosenberg. Back out to Fendley. Near side Moten. High in the wing. Goes to Henry. Now Rosenberg penetrates high off the glass and draws the foul. Kiston Lee. He hit the deck but committed the foul, his second. 6th on the Redmen. Rosenberg in the act of shooting, so he will get to the line, I should say, shooting 2. Missing on the first attempt. Elmhurst did a pretty good job on Rosenberg and Burchett. Rosenberg in that ball game on Saturday with just 7 points, Burchett with 6. So if you hold them combined 13 points and 10 boards, done a pretty good job as Rosenberg hits the second. Burchett will check back in for Rosenberg. Miles Olson out there for the Redmen now, along with Cameron Van Wyk. Olson spelling Logan here. 4:20 to go in the half. Redmen down 8. Stevenson high on the right wing. We got a whistle and a foul as Olson tried to come up and take the pass. Was held up that time. David Fuller just into the game, committing the foul, the 5'9" junior of Dalton, Illinois. 3rd team foul on the Cardinals. Redmen will get it into Miles Olson. Up top to Keltson. Guarded by Fendley. Works to Stevenson. Now around to Olson. Inside left block it goes. Van Wyk. Soft shot up and over. Burchett wouldn't fall. And the rebound pulled in by Hahn, I should say. Cardinals will bring it across. Fendley with it. High in the wing. Guarded by Olson. Reversing it around. Near side Fuller. Now they roll it inside. Burchett leans in on Van Wyk. Left block shot no good. Rebound Keltson. He'll give it off to Olson. Olson now gives it back to Keltson across midcourt to Valentine. To Van Wyk. Working right side now to Stevenson. Back to Olson between the circles. Return pass Stevenson. Now Valentine. Back to Keltson. 12 on the shot clock. Hands it off to Olson. Good screen by Stevenson. Olson now, 3 ball, rolls off, no. The rebound pulled in by Burchett. Got it off of Stevenson that time. Burchett running the floor, will lay it up and in. Went right around Van Wyk. Jack Burchett with 6. Lead back to 10 now for North Central. 35-25 with 2:50 to play. Carthage down by as many as 7 early, trailing by 12 here at the midway point of the half. Cut into that a couple of times. Stevenson for 3, book it. Mike Stevenson, his first bucket. He was 0 for 3 prior to that. Able to nail his first 3 points of the ball game. 35-28, Redmen back to within 7. Carthage has stayed pretty much in this matchup zone here. They work it off near wing Henry. Henry penetrates inside Burchett, goes up and draws the foul. And despite this 2-3 zone, they've been able to penetrate, get the ball inside. Stevenson picking up the foul. That is his first, 7th team foul on the Redmen. The North Central women laying it to the Carthage Lady Reds tonight, 44-21 with 7:08 to go in the first half. Other women's scores, North Park leading Elmhurst 35-16. Wheaton on top of Milliken 36-25. Burchett misses the first free throw. Cruz will check in for the Redmen. Moten will check in for Fendley for North Central. One more for Burchett. one came up short. Rebound Van Wyk comes away empty. Carthage with the ball, trailing by 7 here late. 2 minutes to go, first half. Van Wyk got away from his man, dumps it off to Valentine. 16-footer left side wouldn't fall. Rebound pulled in by Kevin Hahn. Gives it off to Moten. Near wing it comes. Fuller. Fuller penetrates to the free throw line, dumps it back. Burchett penetrates, reverse layup, right side, good. Burchett getting the ball in a tough spot there on the defense, able to break the zone. Get it in on the left block. Got to deny that pass. Got to do a better job with your right leg if you're Van Wyk in there. Try and deny that pass on the left side. Got to get planted in there. Now Olsen right of the free throw line. He'll pull up, missing. Battle for the loose ball and a foul on Stevenson. My goodness, looked like he got shoved away. Stevenson picking up the foul, his second. 8th on the Redmen here in the half. So we'll walk it back down to my left. Bonus free throws upcoming here for Brandon White. 1-1 for White. White came off the bench, 10 points, 5 rebounds in the loss Saturday night to Elmhurst. Free throw on the way, good for Brandon White. 93%. He's only missed once from the line. Coming into the game, 15 of 16 from the stripe. Second one, good. 2 for 2 that trip. Carthage down 11 now. 1:15 to go here in the half. Cruz to Stevenson, off to Logan. Logan back in there for Miles Olsen. Now gets it into Valentine. His shot rejected inside by Hahn. Back the other way. Fuller. Fuller had it stripped away by Logan. Logan with a breakaway. Moten going to try and come back. Fouls him. That could be an intentional foul. Logan makes the basket. See what Kenny Faulkner, he called the foul. Is it going to be intentional or not? Be a 3-point play upcoming here for Logan. Non-intentional, so Logan at the line for 1. Awfully close there as Moten came flying off the left wing as Logan was driving down the right wing. Flew in from behind and grabbed Logan from behind. Very dangerous play there. Logan able to hit the free throw. 14 first half points for Dante Logan, along with 4 assists and a couple of rebounds. Logan perfect from the field here so far. 45 seconds to play in the half. Get a denial here. Hahn from the left corner, good. Just as it left my mouth. Hahn able to hit the 18-footer out of the left corner. Carthage will play it for 1 here. Shot clock and game clock exactly synced here, so Carthage can take it all the way down. Logan pounding it slowly out near the center circle. Moten with his token reach. 10 seconds to go now in the half. Logan penetrates, spins, dumps it down low to Van Wyk. Reverse layup right side is good. Still 3 seconds left. Down the floor, they'll throw it up. Cannell, and it's no good. Cannell from just across midcourt heaved a 3 as the horn sounded, but it came up short. And the Redmen will trail here going into halftime. 8-point North Central lead. Cardinals 41, Carthage 33. We'll pause. We'll take a 2-minute break. Come back and run down the numbers of this first half right after this on Kenosha's radio station, AM 1050 WLIP. John Weiser back with you at the beautiful Tarble Arena on the campus of Carthage College in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Exciting Division III basketball tonight. Redmen playing host to the 17th-ranked North Central Cardinals, and it's the Cardinals with the halftime lead here at 41-33. Carthage down 7 early after a Jamie Moten three-pointer made it 14-7, but the Redmen went on a 7-0 run. Getting a jumper from Dante Logan, a layup from Cameron Van Wyk. 1 for 2 attempt at the free throw line by Logan, and then a jumper by Ellis Matthews tied the game at 14 with just under 13 minutes to go in the first half. But a 6-0 run built the lead back out for the Cardinals on a pair of three-pointers by Evan Fendley and Jamie Moten. That made it 20-14. The Redmen were able to close to within 3 on a three-pointer by Dante Logan. That made it 20-17, but then a 9-0 run by North Central, capped off by a layup by Kevin Hahn, opened up a 12-point lead, the largest of the game for North Central, with 7.5 minutes to play. Carthage was able to get it to within 7 a couple of times here in this later stages of the first half. The latest with 2.5 minutes to go on a three-pointer by Mike Stevenson. That cut the deficit to 35-28. And that's as close as the Redmen would get here, as Carthage would get a layup by Van Wyk with 4 seconds left to cap off our scoring here in the first half and cut the halftime deficit to 8, 41-33. So we take a look at the numbers here in this first half. The Redmen shot 46%, 13 for 28. They were 5 of 10 from three-point range and 2 for 3 from behind the three-point arc. Redmen were led by Dante Logan, another strong game. Logan on pace for his second straight double-double tonight. He has 14 points, perfect from the field, 5 for 5 from the floor, 2 for 2 from behind the three-point arc, 2 for 3 from the line. He also has 5 assists. Logan tonight leading all scorers with 14 first-half points. 7 points for Ellis Matthews. Matthews 3 for 4 from the floor, including a three-pointer. 5 points for Kiston Lee off the bench. Lee was 2 for 3 tonight, including a three-pointer. Cameron Van Wyk with 4 on 2 of 3 shooting. Mike Stevenson with 3, 1 for 4 from the arc, from the floor, I should say. That was a three-pointer. And Brad Cruz, Miles Olson, Mike Keltson, Sean Valentine all played, did not score, along with Ryan Case, who played and did not score for the Redmen in that first half. Meanwhile, for North Central, 55% from the floor, 16 of 29. They were 6 of 8 from three-point shooting and 3 of 7 from the free throw line. Jamie Moten with 12 points. Moten perfect 4 for 4 from the three-point arc in that first half, picking up right where he left off in the game against Elmhurst the other night. He is 4 of 4 three-point shooting. Coming into the game, 44% from behind the arc, 51% from the floor, and he's adding to that tonight, off to a perfect 4 for 4 start tonight, 12 points. 8 points for Jack Burchett with 4 of 6 from the floor. 6 points each for Evan Fendley and Kevin Hahn coming off the bench. Brandon White with 4 also off the bench. Charles Rosenberg with 5 on 2 of 8 shooting. North Central doubling up on the glass on the Redmen tonight, 20-10 advantage on the rebounding, including 8 on the offensive glass. Jack Burchett with 6 to lead the way for North Central. Kiston Lee with 3 rebounds, leading the way for the Redmen in that first half. Redmen with 7 assists, 5 of them by Dante Logan in that first half. Carthage turning it over 7 times. They get 2 blocks and 3 steals in that first half. Meanwhile, North Central, 9 assists, 9 turnovers, 1 block and 2 steals. Largest lead at 12 for the Cardinals in this first half. And the Redmen did not have a lead in this first half. So your score here at the half, North Central 41, Carthage 33, as the Redmen look for their 3rd straight win in conference play. Women's basketball, things out of hand in a hurry down at North Central. Naperville, as North Central Cardinals doubling up on the Lady Reds, 61-30 is your score approaching halftime down in Naperville. They are just having their way at the three-point arc. I'm looking at some of the totals here. Gotthard was 7, 6 for Whipple, and 6 for Rowe. 17 for Sterling in that first half. Sterling 6 of 6 from the floor. She's 5 for 5 three-point shooting. 17 points to lead the way for North Central in that first half over the Lady Reds. Lady Reds getting 16 from Alexis Hahn and 12 from Taylor Boardman, but not enough. They are the only 2 to score in that first half. Allison Riley with a three-pointer. that's it, as the Lady Reds trail 61-31 going into halftime down in Naperville. Other men's action tonight. Approaching halftime in Rock Island, Illinois Wesleyan leading Augie 44-39. Top-ranked Augustana at home tonight, hosting Illinois Wesleyan. Soderman with 13, Jordan Nelson with 11 for Illinois Wesleyan. Hunter Hill with 12, and Ben Ryan with 9 to lead the way for Augustana. Again, 46-42 Wesleyan, minute 4 to go, first half in Rock Island. At North Park tonight in Chicago, the Vikings trail at the half, hosting Elmhurst. It's the Blue Jays 32, North Park 27. Elmhurst getting 12 first half points from Kyle Wiest, 6 from Coleman. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they have 7 points each from Cobbs and Juwan Henry. 32-27, Blue Jays leading North Park at the half in Chicago. In Decatur tonight, Big Blue all over Wheaton, 44-21 your score at the half. Wheaton struggling on the road in Decatur tonight. My goodness, what's going on there? Well, Milliken getting 16 from Griffin. TJ Griffin here last Saturday night led his team in scoring. Griffin against the Redmen actually had 7. It was TJ Sims with 22. Sims with 12 in the first half for Milliken tonight. Meanwhile, Wheaton getting just 8 points from Braden Tisher and 6 points from Bernston. And it's a 44-21 Milliken lead over Wheaton. Wheaton will be the next opponent Saturday night in Wheaton for the Redmen. On the women's side of things, Illinois Wesleyan hosting Augustana tonight in women's basketball. That game at the half, and it's a 2-point Titan lead, 40-38 over Augustana at the half in Bloomington. Milliken is at Wheaton. Wheaton leading the Big Blue, 43-28. That game at the half at the King Arena. And the North Park women on top of Elmhurst, 41-22. That game in Elmhurst tonight. Again, our score here at the half, it's North Central leading the Carthage Redmen, 41-33. And also at the half in Naperville, North Central leading the Lady Reds, 61-31 at the half in Naperville. We'll be back. We'll take a 2-minute break. Back with second half play. Right after this, you're listening to Kenosha's radio station, AM 1050, WLIP. John Weiser back with you at the Tarble Arena. Redmen down 8 here after the first half of play, 41-33 to 17th ranked North Central. We mentioned Saturday will be in Wheaton. A doubleheader on Saturday afternoon. We'll kick things off with the Carthage Sports Report at 4:30 Saturday afternoon. And then at 5 o'clock it will be women's basketball. Lady Reds taking on Wheaton in a huge ball game there. As that takes on even added importance for the Lady Reds given their score in halftime down in Naperville. So it'll be Carthage and the Wheaton Lady Reds getting things started at 5 o'clock on Saturday, and then at 7 o'clock it'll be the Redmen and the Wheaton Thunder. And the Redmen back home here a week from tonight, Wednesday the 28th, as they begin the second half of conference play, hosting North Park. And then January 31st, that Saturday, Illinois Wesleyan will be here to take on Carthage. That'll be a special night. That'll be faculty and staff night here. All faculty and staff gathering for a pizza party in the Skybox here overlooking the south end of the Tarble Arena, and we'll have that going on, part of the Faculty Staff Council, and that'll be on Saturday, January 31st. So it should be a nice crowd on hand. You want to get here early for that one. Illinois Wesleyan in the building, and speaking of Illinois Wesleyan, read in the online on the Pantograph today that Denny Bridges, longtime athletic director, former basketball coach at Illinois Wesleyan, has announced he will retire this coming July. So Denny Bridges, associated with that school for almost 51 years as a student and assistant coach, taking over the basketball program for Jack Hornberger and winning some national titles along the way. So Denny Bridges retiring as the athletic director at Illinois Wesleyan. That was announced earlier today. Carthage basketball to start our second half, trailing by 8. Starting 5 out there for the Redmen, as well as the starting 5 for North Central. Matthews, Stevenson, Logan, Van Wyk, and Cruz for the Redmen. Moten, Cannell, Burchett, Henry, and Rosenberg for the Cardinals. Stevenson for 3 off the inbound feed, right wing, drops it in. Carthage back to within 5 early here in our second half. Carthage will open up in a man-to-man here to start this second half. They have played almost exclusively zone earlier. Now 3-ball up and on the way. We got a whistle and a foul as Rosenberger took down one of the Redmen player, and he is still down. That's Cruz. I mean, he got wrestled down. Rosenberg looked like a wrestling move and slammed him down hard, and Cruz slow to get up. So Cruz got tangled up with Rosenberg. I don't know if we've got it on replay for the video stream. It was up toward the top of the key, the right side of the key. As he and Rosenberg got tangled up, it almost looked like Rosenberg putting him on the mat with a little pin move, getting his shoulders pinned to the floor. Cruz now sitting up. Trying to get up under his own power here. It's a flagrant foul called on Rosenberg. So that'll be his second personal, first team foul. And with Cruz being helped off the floor, a little dazed here, the Redmen will be able to choose who gets to shoot the free throws here. It's probably going to be Sean Valentine here. Let's see. He's going to shoot the free throws, boys. So it's an intentional foul. Todd Reardon having an animated discussion with Kenny Faulkner. He says that Cruz had his hand tangled in his player. It was called an intentional foul. Valentine will go to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2, plus the Redmen will get the ball. Valentine, the best free throw shooter on the team. I hope I didn't just jinx him, but that's why he's in there to shoot. It's the first. Valentine with the first of 2 on the intentional foul to Rosenberg. Second free throw rattled out by Valentine. Just his third miss at the line this year. Carthage ball, they'll get it the full length. That foul occurring in the back court, so Carthage will bring it up. Trailing by 4 here. We're in the first minute of play. If you're just joining us, Brad Cruz getting tangled up with Rosenberg and thrown to the floor. Rosenberg called for the flagrant foul, or an intentional foul, and still out there on the floor. Cruz, however, being checked out by the training staff. We got a whistle and a foul away from the play. They're going to call Van Wyk for the moving screen. And Matthews and Moten having a walking discussion, and now finally Stevenson and Logan pull Matthews away. Play getting a little chippy here in this first minute of the second half. Cardinals will bring it up from the backcourt, leading by 4. Moten will work it off near wing. Brandon White. White rolls it into Rosenberg. Backing in on the right block on Stevenson. Turning, shooting over Stevenson, banks it in. Rosenberg backing down Stevenson initially on the right block, got him moving, and then went up and over Stevenson for the shot. 7 points for Rosenberg. 43-37. Inside Van Wyk. Banks it off Rosenberg and in. Banked it in over Rosenberg that time. Van Wyk with 6 points. 43-39. And White trying to lead. Rosenberg throws it away. Brandon White with the turnover. That's 10 turns committed by North Central tonight. Second most turns in the league coming in, just under 15 per game. Milliken leading in that category with 16 per contest. Now Logan high on the left wing. Carthage going right to left here in this second half. Valentine threw it through the hands of Stevenson. Tried to dump it back to Stevenson, top of the circle, but throws that one away as Kevin Hahn will check in for the Cardinals, replacing Brandon White. Check that. White will stay in. It's Cannell that will come off for North Central. 43-39, 2 minutes into our second half. Still don't see Brandon Cruz on the bench, still being looked at by the training staff in the tunnel area as Burchett penetrates, kicks it off to Rosenberg. His jump shot good from the right corner. Charles Rosenberg just inside the arc out of the right corner. He now has 9. 4 straight points for Rosenberg, builds the lead back out to 6. 45-39. Logan looking at man-to-man defense here. Now Matthews pulls up on White. And touched in the jersey, no foul called. The shot came up short. Burchett comes away with it. Burchett through the paint, tried to leave it back. Did that touch anybody? That didn't touch any of the Redmond players. They call Cardinal ball here. Hold on here just a minute. Looked like Burchett tried to leave that one back behind as he penetrated the paint. I don't think that touched a Redmond player. They'll give it to the Cardinals, and Rosenberg his 6th straight point as he penetrates off the inbound pass. 8-point lead now for North Central, 47-39. Well, I'm scratching my head there. Logan penetrates right side, lays it up and in. He blew past Moten off the right wing, lays it up and in. 16 on the night for Logan. Redmond back to within 6 here. Rosenberg touch pass back up top to Hahn. Hahn now penetrates back to Rosenberg. Backs in, double team, feeds Burchett back door, lays it in. Redmond all drawn to Rosenberg that time. That left the right side of the lane open, the back door. And crawling through the back door and to the glass that time was Burchett. 49-41 North Central. Valentine for 3, missing. Rebound, kick back out to Logan. Actually hit the side of the glass. Shot clock did not reset. 15 on the clock here for the Redmen. Valentine again up top to Van Wyk. Reversing right side to Logan. Feeds Stevenson. Stevenson over Burchett and hits from 16. Right baseline jumper for Stevenson. He now has 8. 49-43 Cardinals. 4 minutes gone by, second half. Now Moten. Oh, they're going to call a blocking foul on Logan. Ooh. Moten stuck that left arm out as he was dribbling with the right hand, made contact with Logan, and they're called Logan for the foul. Dante picking up the foul. That is his first. Second on the Redmen. North Central will inbound in front of their own bench. And it's tipped away and stolen by Van Wyk. Van Wyk down the floor, draws the foul, but couldn't finish. Burchett forced a foul to prevent Van Wyk to get the layup. Cam will have to earn it from the line as he got the steal and the breakout the other way. First foul on Burchett. Second team foul on North Central. And Wyk's free throw up and in. First trip to the line tonight for Cameron Van Wyk. 7 points tonight for Van Wyk. Make it 8 as he completes the trip to the line, 2 for 2. 49-45. Redmond back to within 4. We're early here in the second half. With it now is Hahn. Back in a little bit of a zone look here once again, trying to trap on the wings. They get inside to Burchett, dribble it off his foot, loose in the paint. Stevenson trying to save it, but he fell over the end line while grappling for that loose ball with Burchett. And it'll be Cardinal ball here left of the free throw line as Hahn will trigger the inbound. Matthews will defend the inbound pass. They get in up top to Brandon White. Now works it off to Hahn. Cross-court feed back to Burchett on the left block. Backing in on Van Wyk, turning, going glass and hitting a line driver over the head of Van Wyk. Hit the glass and fell in. Burchett with 12 now. Tied with Moten for the team lead in points, 51-45. Stevenson now try to get it to Matthews. Broken up, ball loose. We got a held ball. Timeout taken by North Central. Boy, it looked like a tie up there before the timeout was granted. It'll be a 30-second timeout taken by North Central. So the turnover costing the Redmen a possession here. 5 minutes into our second half, 51-45. Logan with 16 points to lead the way for the Redmen tonight. Jamie Moten and Jack Burchett each with 12. Moten 4 for 4 from the field. All of that coming in the first half. All 4 were from behind the arc. Cardinal ball at midcourt following the brief timeout. Again, Brad Cruz, I should say, still not on the bench. Still being looked at in that tunnel area behind the bench underneath the bleachers as they get it inside. Rosenberg again. Charles Rosenberg with 13 on the night. 8 here in the second half. 53-45. Matthews now to Stevenson, works it off to Logan on the left wing. Up top it goes to Matthews, left of the free throw line, hung in the air and drew the foul. Brandon White fouling Matthews as he hung in the air, left of the free throw line, and so Matthews will go to the line, shooting 2. Second foul on White. First trip to the line for Ellis tonight. Drops in the free throw. Kiston Lee checking in for Mike Stevenson for the Redmen. Matthews with 8 points tonight. 3 of 4 from the field and 2 for 2 now from the stripe. 9 points for Ellis Matthews. 53-47. Cardinals with the lead. White quickly into the corner it goes. Hahn guarded by Matthews. Back up top, Burchett with the dribble. Pass broken up by Van Wyk. Nice job by Van Wyk going high. Gets the return pass down the floor, right side, lays it off the glass. Couldn't fall, but drew the foul. Oh, Van Wyk again with a nice tip to deflect that pass, force the turnover, and then back on the fast break. Fouled by Burchett, picks up his second foul of the half. 2 on Burchett, 4 on the team, and Van Wyk at the line for 2. Van Wyk soft off the front, rattles around, and falls off. Van Wyk with 8 here in the ball game. Make it 9. 1 for 2 as he hits the back end of the 2. 5-point ball game, 53-48. 6 minutes into our second half. Brandon White with the dribble, left wing. Up top to Burchett, around to Hahn, now to Moten in the corner, back to Hahn. Penetrates, lays it up and in. Miscommunication there between Valentine and Van Wyk that allowed Hahn to slip in. Get the layup on the feed from Moten. 55-48. Now Logan with it, high on the left wing, gets his ball screen from Lee, now penetrates, jumps to the lane, counted and one. Dante Logan with the jump through the paint, able to draw the foul. Chance for the three-point play for Logan. 18 tonight for Dante Logan. Foul will go on Moten, that is his second. 5th on the Cardinals as a team, and Logan at the line for the and one. And the free throw is good. 19 points to lead all scorers, Dante Logan. Once again, the Redmen to within 4, 55-51. Hahn high on the left wing, gets it off to Moten. Moten got around Logan, lost control of the dribble, out of bounds. It deflected off of Logan. It'll be Cardinal ball left of the basket. Central inbound. Rosenberg up top. Drag step, now kicks it to Hahn, left corner. Back up top to Brandon White. Back to Hahn, guarded by Valentine. Now inside Rosenberg, turning, facing the basket left side. Bounces off of Van Wyk and lays it in off the glass. 10 second half points for Rosenberg. 15 on the night. 57-51 North Central. Now Logan top of the circle to the free throw line. Kicks it off to Valentine in the right wing. Back up top to Logan. Logan now rolls it back to Valentine in the right corner. Back to Logan once again. Backs it off on the dribble behind the arc. Now what do we got? A moving screen again. It's on Cameron Van Wyk. That's his third. Make that his fourth. 4 fouls on Van Wyk, and he's going to exit here as Stevenson will check back in. So Stevenson will check back in, and Carthage will take a timeout. We'll take a break as well. 12:41 to play. 57-51. The Redmen trail by 6. Back after this on AM 1050 WLIP. .12:41 to play. 57-51 North Central. Cardinals with the ball in the backcourt. Keltson is checked in now for the Redmen. Keltson, Lee, Logan, Valentine, and Stevenson out there. Van Wyk picking up his 4th foul. So he is on the bench. And Rosenberg heating it up. He's got 10 second half points for a total of 15 on the night. Now Hahn, a crossover. We got contact, Stevenson and Rosenberg, and Stevenson going to be called for a block. Again, if you're joining us, Brad Cruz slammed to the court, top of the circle early. First minute of play here, second half, and he has yet to return. Now the pass broken up, Logan tapping it out of bounds near midcourt. Now I see Cruz making his way back to the bench. Going to take a seat right next to Ellis Matthews and assistant coach Jose Garcia. Cardinals get it in. Hahn with it. Takes the dribble between the circles, swings it over to the left side. Now bounce feed into Rosenberg. Looking at Kiston Lee, backing Lee down, left block, got Lee off his feet, kicks it back out. Hahn for 3. That one is short, rebound tip back out. Hahn picks it up. Valentine tried to flip that one back up top, but nobody home for the Redmen. Rosenberg will set it up now on the left wing. Now driving, pulls up, wide open underneath Hahn, able to lay it up and in. Lee got caught in no man's land there. He was going to try and come out and defend Rosenberg, and that left Hahn open on the left block for the easy lay-in. 59-51. Lead stretched back out to 8 here for North Central. Now Valentine gives it off to Logan. Logan now penetrates, pulls up, hangs, the little teardrop falls. Logan wanted to drive it to the rim, and Moten and got some help. And then on the way down the floor, we got a hand check foul. It's going to go on Mike Keltson. That's his first. Trailing the play, each team now with 5 team fouls. Illinois Wesleyan has opened up a 5-point lead over Augustana early second half as the right-hand float goes down for Hahn. Kevin Hahn now in double figures with 12. 8-point North Central lead, 61-53. Now Lee in the paint, leans in, foul on Rosenberg, got him with the body. Rosenberg picking up his 3rd. That's his 3rd. 6th team foul, and that'll put Kiston Lee on the free throw line for the first time tonight. Lee with 5 points coming in and missing on the front end. Lee sat out the first semester. His grades in order, was eligible here in the second term, so only appeared in 8 ball games now. It's just his second trip to the line this season. He goes 1 for 2 here. Makes it a 7-point game. 10:40 to play. As Moten drives it all the way down, gets it all the way to the glass and lays it up and in. Redmond unable to stop the dribble penetration that time. First points of the second half for Moten. He now has 14. Keltson now, high in the right wing. Guarded by Fendley. Now gives it back off to Logan. Logan on the left wing. Up top to Valentine. Around the Lee ball screen. Goes hard to the glass. Overlaid. Burchett able to pick up the rebound. Down to Moten. Now down quickly. Irwin Henry penetrates, missing. Burchett with the tip in. Good. Burchett following up the miss by Henry, and a timeout taken by the Redmen. Carthage down to 2 timeouts remaining as we've hit the midway point of our second half. 9:59 to play. Redmond will take a timeout. They have 2 remaining. And a critical timeout here as the Cardinals have boosted it back to double digits. 65-54. We'll keep it here. Redmond got it to 4, 49-45, but a 16-9 run here has built it back out to 11 for North Central. This is at that critical time, the game in the balance here for the Redmen. Balanced scoring here for North Central. 15 for Rosenberg tonight, 14 for Moten. Moten's 5 for 5 from the field, including 4 3-pointers. Burchett with 14, and Hahn off the bench for 12. Meanwhile, the Redmen, 21 points tonight for Dante Logan. Eight for Stevenson tonight. And for Van Wyk, he's got 5 tonight. Those are your leading scorers for the Redmen so far. They trail here 65-54. Into the ball game for the Redmen, first time in a couple of games now. Mike Leiser, the 6'3 junior guard out of Mount Prospect, transferred in from Parkside at the end of the fall semester. Keltson for a deep 3, got it. Oh, that's a big bucket there for the Redmen. Keltson, an NBA 3 from the top of the circle. Needed that one. Back to single digits now. 8-point North Central lead. Now Moten getting around Leiser. Back outside to Moten for 3. Got it in. Kiston Lee with a hand in his face. And Moten now 5 for 5 from behind the arc. He's hit all 6 of his field goals. He's got 17. Back to an 11-point North Central lead. Now Logan tied up. Ball out of bounds. It'll be Carthage ball. Moten able to get some help that time from Hahn. Try and double team Logan. Carthage will retain possession at midcourt, 18 on the shot clock. So we approach 9 minutes to go here in Kenosha. Lee, top of the circle, looks to Leiser. Leiser back to Logan. Logan backing down on Moten, gets it back to Lee. Lee with 2, has to shoot it. And that rattles around and down for 3. Woo. Touched every part of the rim and then some before falling through for Kiston Lee. 68-60. Cardinals with the lead. And a steal up top by Stevenson. He falls down. Ball tied up. Now, how are they going to give possession to Burchett to allow him to call a timeout? That should have been a held ball, and the possession arrow favoring the Redmen. Somehow they allowed Burchett, saying he got full possession, to allow him to call a timeout. Some strange whistles tonight. 8.5 minutes to go here in Kenosha. 68-60 in favor of North Central. Leiser into this ball game because Cruz has yet to return. He was slammed hard to the court by Rosenberg, who was called for an intentional foul as they got locked up on the offensive or defensive end. Cruz yet to come back in. He is on the bench for the Redmen. Rosenberg was whistled for the intentional foul, but play got a little chippy there early to start the second half, but settled down here a little bit. Logan with 21 to lead all scorers. Munton with 17. Munton with 5 for 5 now, shooting the 3-ball tonight. Coming into the game, he was 51% from the floor, 44% from behind the arc. White will check back in for North Central. Keltson, Stevenson, Logan, Lee, and Weiser for the Redmen. As the inbound pass goes to Burchett, he'll back it off. Looking for some help. Gave up the dribble. Now finds Rosenberg between the circles. Back off to Moten, Jamie Moten. Down low to Rosenberg. Rosenberg battling Lee. Off balance, threw it up, drew the foul. Kiston Lee left his feet that time, and body contact with Rosenberg on the shot. Rosenberg to the line for 2. For Lee, that's his third, 6th foul. Each team headed to the bonus now, the remainder of this game. Rosenberg drills the free throw. Rosenberg 2 for 4 now at the stripe, 16 points. Second one on the way, good as well. As checking in, Erwin Henry, the freshman guard, will come in and replace Rosenberg. So they'll go small here with 8:10 to play, leading by 10. Now Keltson on the near wing. Back up top to Logan. Around to Weiser. Weiser got around Henry. Penetrates. Skip pass back out to Keltson. Driving in right side. Back to Weiser. Got his man to move, and then Weiser stepped around him with a nice dribble, and the shot off the dribble by Weiser. His first points of the night. 70-62. Redmond back to within 8. 7:44 to play. Now Burchett backing down, looks to Hahn on the left corner 3. That rattles off, no good. Kiston Lee with the rebound. Big board for the Redmen as they've been doubled up tonight on the glass, 24-12. Now Logan will set it up offensively for the Redmen. Gets it off to Keltson here in the near wing. Around to Stevenson. Now to Logan, back to Keltson. Deep 3 straight on. That one is short. A lot of red jerseys in there for the rebound. Cardinals come away with it. With it is Hahn, guarded by Stevenson. 7 minutes to play, 70-62 North Central. Now White penetrates, ran into Weiser. Contact, no foul, and the basket is good. Weiser standing in there to take a charge. The officials let that one go. And White with the bucket. 6 tonight for White. 72-62. Stevenson for 3. That one's short. Rebound pulled in by Hahn. Now Moten brings it down. Return pass from Burchett. Lays it up and in. Jamie Moten with the layup. He's now 7 for 7 from the field. 19 points. He'll get an and 1 here. Weiser picking up the foul, his first. Van Wyck's going to check back in here for the Redmen. He has 4 fouls. He'll come in with 6.5 minutes to play. Ellis Matthews will come in as well. Matthews replacing Keltson. Van Wyck coming in for Stevenson. The and 1 upcoming for Jamie Moten. Transfer from Minnesota Mankato. Went up there with, came back with Rosenberg. Missing the free throw, Weiser with the rebound. Redmond chasing 12 here, 6:24 to play. And the Cardinals with their largest lead of the ball game. Redmond have yet to take a lead here. They've trailed the entire game. Weiser for three, left corner. That one is no good. Moten with the rebound. Moten down the floor, across midcourt, gives it off to White. Brandon White feeds it inside to Burchett. Return pass to White. He'll lay it up. Missing. Rebound. Pulled down by Henry. He'll go back up. Missing. Rebound to Logan. Logan comes away with it. 3-on-1 to Weiser. Trying to finish. Missed. Lee with the tip in, trailing from behind. Weiser knocked down underneath by Burchett, who got a piece of the basketball. And Lee following up, able to get the tip in. 11 points tonight for Kiston Lee, a season high. Now Burchett in the paint. Falls to the ground. Why wasn't that a travel? Ball goes out of bounds off of Matthews. How was that not a travel? Burchett dribbling the basketball and then fell down. Lost control of it. Cardinals will keep possession here as that ball came off of Matthews out of bounds. Gets it to Brandon White. Now feeds Rosenberg. Into the corner. Left side. Fuller. Bounce feed to White. Lost control of it inside. Lee comes away with it. 14th turn tonight by North Central. Gets it quickly to Matthews. Matthews pulls up. Waits for traffic to clear. Finds Logan. Carthage down 10 with 5:05 to play. The ball was kicked. Why isn't it a kicking violation? It was kicked out to midcourt across the stripe. The officials let that one go. And the Cardinals pick that one up. And they'll take it in the offensive end. And a steal by Matthews as he got around Burchett. Matthews handling the basketball. Now gives it off to Lee. Lee across midcourt will hand it off to Logan. Logan will set it up. 74-64 Cardinals, 4.5 minutes to go. Logan to Weiser. Dribble penetration, now floater off the right side. Fadeaway shot, fell to the ground, and rebound pulled in by Burchett. Double-double tonight for Burchett, 14 points, 10 boards. Cardinals again with the ball in the 10-point lead with 4:05 to go. Now in the right corner with it. AG back up top to Fuller for three, knocks it down. David Fuller, the junior, out of Dalton, Illinois, nails the triple. And the lead out to 13. Logan to Weiser high on the right wing, guarded by Fuller. Gives it off to Lee, middle of the floor, left side Logan. Now feeds Van Wyk, got around Rosenberg, reverse layup, good. Quick first step by Van Wyk, got around Rosenberg on the left block, reverse layup, 11 points for Van Wyk. Redmond needs some stops here, 3:20 to play. Burchett back out to White. Works it off to Fuller. Hangs in the air, lost it, but Burchett picks it up near the center circle, and Logan with a swipe foul on Burchett. And Burchett will go to the line. This will be 1-1 now for Jack Burchett. Burchett 0 for 2 from the line tonight. 14 points, 10 rebounds, also 5 assists. Leads his team in rebounding and assists tonight. Valentine in for Ellis Matthews. And Burchett at the line, shooting the 1-1, missing. Got his own rebound, fouled it up and hit. Floater with the left hand in the paint by Burchett off his own missed free throw. 16 tonight. 79-66 North Central, under 3 minutes to go. Logan now driving on Moten. Counted and one. Logan penetrates on Moten, takes him all the way to the rack and draws the foul. The and one upcoming for Dante Logan. 23 tonight for Dante. Third foul on Moten. Cannell coming in now for North Central. Keltson in for the Redmen. Chance to make it a 10-point game here with the free throw by Dante Logan. And Logan knocking on the door of a double-double himself. Free throw on the way and good. 24 points tonight for Dante Logan. He is perfect from the floor, 9 of 9 tonight. And then on the steal and the foul on Keltson. Nearly took that one away from Moten, but called for the foul. 9th foul on the Redmen here in the half, so still 1-1 here. It'll be Fuller actually at the line, who was fouled by Keltson. Burchett will come back in for Rosenberg. Fuller on the line, 7 of 8 this season from the stripe. Hey, missed. Rebound Van Wyk. Chance to get into single digits here. Big trip here for the Redmen. 2:48 to play, down 10. The Redmen with just 2 timeouts remaining, however. Logan tried to force it inside to Van Wyk. Picked up by Valentine, and Valentine to the floor, lost it. Stolen away by Cannell. 14 turnovers by the Redmen here tonight. And then it's turned right back by Keltson. Ball is loose, tied up. Keltson gets it back to Leiser. He'll finish. Leiser on the finish. Heads up play by Keltson. Timeout taken by North Central. It's an 8-point game. 79-71. A full timeout taken by the Cardinals. We will keep it here with 2:16 to play. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining. Possession arrow favoring the Cardinals. 9 team fouls against the Redmen, 17 fouls against North Central. Dante Logan tonight with 24 points. Logan 9 for 9 from the floor, including 2 3-pointers. He's 4 of 5 from the line. That's a new season high for Dante Logan. He had 21 on New Year's Eve up in Oshkosh against the Titans. So a new season high for Dante Logan tonight with 24 points, perfect from the floor. His counterpart, Jamie Moten, also perfect tonight, 7 for 7 from the floor, including 5 triples for 19 points to lead his team in scoring. Redmen come out of the North Central timeout here with Valentine, Van Wyk, Leiser, Keltson, and Logan. Again, they'll press here. 1-2-2 press put on by the Redmen. Valentine will pressure the ball. Hahn to trigger it in. Now they double team immediately and trying to juggle. That's a travel. They call a held ball between Valentine and Cannell. That was a travel. He dragged his foot, then came to a jump stop. But Valentine tied him up. They'll bring the possession arrow back to the Redmen here. Cannell bumping into Leiser. And they'll call Leiser for the foul. That's a 10th team foul. That put Cannell at the line. 2 fouls on Leiser. And Cannell will go to the line for the double bonus. Cannell 83% from the line. His first trip at the line, and he misses. The Weiser whammy's working there, Scott. So Burchett back in for Rosenberg. One more toss here for Cannell. That one is short, but came over the top and in. At the front of the rim, diving board in. 80-71, 9-point advantage. 3-possession game here with 2:08 to play. Leiser now gives it back to Logan. 3 on the way over Moten. That's no good. Tried to angle out of bounds and went out before Logan could attempt to save there. Tough break for the Redmen there off the miss. It took a wicked angle into the far corner on the miss by Logan. So the Cardinals will bring it up, leading by 9. Again, pressure in the backcourt. Now force a timeout. No, 5-second count. Did not get the timeout. James Ford underneath the official counted 5 before Moten could, or before I should say Hahn could trigger the inbound. Carthage will get it in line. Van Wyk turns it over. And then a travel by Moten, though, before he could lead the breakout the other way. Oh. 18 turnovers now by North Central. 15 committed by the Redmen. Carthage gets it back. They'll hold up play here. Kenny Faulkner stopping play. Rosenberg trying to front Van Wyk. They're trying to figure out where to place him. He's not standing still in the stack is what's happening. Now we get everybody set. We'll get it to Van Wyk. Back to Logan off the inbound. Logan to Keltson for three over Burchett. Short. Rebound pulled in by Cannell. Gets it off to Moten. He's double teamed. Just wildly throws it down the floor. Picked up by Hahn. Gives it back to Rosenberg. Tried a behind the back pass, and he gets called for the offensive foul. Ran into Valentine, who had his position on the floor. And so the offensive foul will give it back to the Redmen here with 1:40, down 9. That's 4 on Rosenberg. Logan, top of the circle. Pull up, free throw line jumper. That one came up short. Van Wyk's tip, no. Deflected away, picked up by Hahn. Down the floor to Moten, cut off by Keltson. They'll back it off now, and Logan trying to go for the steal, commits the foul in 1:24. And this is huge now, a chance for the Cardinals to salt this one away at the line, up 9. Well, the Redmen had some chances here to get to within 6 a couple of times. And Moten missing on the front end. The Cardinals tonight missing free throws. Just 6 of 15 from the line. Coming in tonight, 71% as a team. Tonight, just 40% from the line. Moten's second free throw. This time it goes down. 81-71 North Central, 1:24 to go. Logan will take it all the way to the basket. He'll lay it up and in. Dante Logan, 26 tonight. Again, they'll double team the ball. Moten trying to dribble, turn it over, no! Logan got the steal. They said he stepped on the sideline right in front of Coach Jurkovic. Heck of a play there by Logan just to get a hand on the ball, let alone almost come away with a steal. He made contact with the ball as his left heel went over the sideline. And now they nearly got 5-second call as Todd Reardon will take the timeout himself, calling it from the bench. So timeout North Central, 68 seconds to play. Redmond down 8 here, 81-73. North Central will inbound in the backcourt. Let's get you caught up on some other scores here. We haven't had a chance to do that in a while. The women's game going on down in Naperville. North Central still maintaining that 30-point lead, 95-65 North Central. Alexis Hahn, a collegiate best, 33 tonight for the Lady Reds, but it's not enough as North Central getting 17 from Sterling, 14 from Whipple, and 12 from Rowe tonight. Leads Carthage 95-65 with 3.5 minutes to go down in Naperville. Men's play tonight. 2 minutes to go in Rock Island. Illinois Wesleyan about to upset the #1 team, Augustana. Titans 81, Augustana 72. 18 for Soderman tonight. Jordan Nelson with 14. Mike Marietti coming off the bench for 16. Marietti a perfect 6 for 6 tonight for Illinois Wesleyan. They lead by 9 over Augustana in Rock Island. Elmhurst blowing away North Park 71-50. And Milliken upset Wheaton tonight, 86-46, the final indicator tonight. Huge win for the Big Blue and a big loss for Wheaton as Cannell nearly turned it over again on a travel. Carthage trying to trap the ball. They get it off to Fenley. Fenley, cross-court pass picked off by Logan. Under a minute to play. Logan comes down with it. Big possession here. Logan to Matthews for 3. Yes, sir. Timeout Redmond. 5-point game, 49 seconds to play. Fendley turned it over. He tried to throw a cross-court pass, and Logan, getting the steal, brings it down the floor, finds Matthews open on the right wing for the triple, and Carthage has pulled to within 5. 81-76, 49 seconds to play. Each team with one timeout remaining. North Central in the double bonus. They'll shoot 2 for every Carthage foul. The Redmen still in the single bonus, shooting the 1-and-1 for a North Central foul. Going down to the wire here in Kenosha. So 49 seconds remaining. It'll be Cardinal ball. They have to go the full length. And the Redmen, on 4 separate occasions, have forced North Central have some trouble on the inbounds. Hahn will trigger it here. Keltson will defend him. Here we go. They toss it into Moten, gets it back to Hahn. Guarded by Matthews. Hahn able to take it across midcourt. Gets it back to Cannell, circling back. And gets it back to Hahn, and Matthews will come out and foul Hahn here. Kevin Hahn to the line for the double bonus, 70% from the line this year. Tonight, Hahn 1 for 1 from the line, 13 points. This one's on the way and good. Makes it a 6-point game, keeps it within 2 possession here. This is the clutch toss here. 35 seconds to play and a chance to make it a 3-possession game with this free throw. It is on the way and good. Hit them both. Clutch tosses by Hahn. 83-76. Redmen bring it up. Logan to Keltson for 3. That one's going to be short. Rebound Matthews. Fouled but couldn't finish on the stick back off the miss by Keltson. White picking up the foul. Brandon White, that's his 3rd. Ellis Matthews will go to the line. That's a 2-shot foul with 27 seconds to play. And a chance to bring it to within 2 possessions here. Matthews does. Cannell will come in for Burchett. Second free throw good by Matthews. Carthage will press here. Keltson in front of Hahn. Trying to get it in. They do. Get it into Moten, and Moten fouled from behind. Logan and Keltson trying to set up a double team there. Well, no foul there. Deflected out off of Logan. They'll get it into Moten. Moten, bounce feed to Rosenberg. He'll flush it down. Charles Rosenberg with the jam. 7-point game, 20 seconds to play. Logan spinning, going hard to the basket, counted and one! Dante Logan fouled on his way to the basket, and he gets a chance to complete the 3-point play here and a chance to pull his team to within 4 with 16 seconds to play. Dante Logan with a collegiate best 28 tonight. Also 9 assists. Logan 10 for 12 from the floor. Make it 11 of 13 from the floor. Quite an effort tonight for the senior guard. Free throw off the back iron, no good. Hahn with the rebound, fouled by Weiser. 3rd foul on Weiser, and once again Hahn will walk down to my right for free throws. Kevin Hahn tonight, 6 of 9 from the floor, 15 points. He's 3 of 3 from the stripe, a 71% free throw shooter on the season. And Hahn makes the first.
Into the Cardinals lineup is number 32, Jack Burchett.
Burchett will check in for North Central. Van Wyk in, replacing Valentine for the Redmen. And another clutch free throw here for Hahn. Chance to make it a 7-point game. And he does. Time running out here on the Redmen. Logan will let the ball roll toward the center stripe. He'll pick it up in the offensive end. Got around White. Kicks it off to Weiser for three. On the way, no good. Tip, no. Matthews shot, no. Ball tipped around inside. Logan had it, lost it. Comes down with it, tied up. 3 seconds to play. Jump ball. North Central's going to escape with a win here in Kenosha. Cardinals held back a furious challenge here by the Redmen. Carthage down 12 with 4 minutes left. Cut it to 5 a couple of times, and that will be your final margin as Van Wyk lays it up and in. 87-82 is your final here tonight. A valiant try by the Redmen comes up short. North Central on the road picks up the win. They go to 4-2 in conference play, 14-3 overall. The Redmen have their 2-game win streak snapped. They fall to 3-3 in the conference and 7-9 overall. Your final tonight, 17th ranked North Central 87, the Carthage Redmen 82. We'll pause and take a 2-minute break. Back to run the numbers here from this ball game. Visit with basketball coach Bosko Jurikovic. All of that coming up in our Redmen postgame report right after this 2-minute break on AM 1050 WLIP. Well, to borrow a phrase from Vince Lombardi, he always believed his Packers never lost. They just simply ran out of time. And that might be the case here tonight for the Redmen. They fall to North Central 87-82. A valiant comeback. Redmen were down 13 here in this second half and came all the way back to make it a ball game here in the final 3+ minutes. It was a 13-point North Central lead, 79-66 with 3:10 to play after Jack Burchett off his own missed free throw gathered in the rebound, and the tip-in went down. That made it 79-66, but the Redmen chipped away. A 3-point play by Dante Logan, fouled on a layup by Moten. He was able to complete that 3-point play, knocked it down to 10 after David Fuller missed a free throw. And then Carthage turned it over by Dante Logan. Mike Keltson got a steal. Outlet pass to Weiser, who finished with the layup. That cut it to 8, 79-71 with 2:18 to play. North Central was able to build it back out to 10 on a 1-for-2 trip at the line by Joe Cannell. And then Hahn going 1-for-2 on the foul shot. That made it a 10-point ball game, 81-71. With 1:23 to play, Carthage would get it down to 5 on a layup by Logan and a 3-pointer by Ellis Matthews with 49 seconds left, made it a 5-point game. Carthage forced to foul, Matthews fouling Kevin Hahn. Hahn hit both free throws. That made it 83-76. Redmond came back down on a offensive rebound by Matthews on a missed 3-pointer by Keltson. Matthews was fouled, made both free throws. Once again a 5-point game with 27 seconds left, but Rosenberg beat everybody back, was all alone underneath, got the slam dunk, and for all intents and purposes put North Central up for good, 85-78. Redmond would cut it to 5 2 more times, a layup by Logan, and then a final layup in the final seconds by Cameron Van Wyk. The final margin, 87-82. North Central picking up the road win here tonight. Cardinals blistered the net tonight, 64% from the floor tonight, 34 of 53. Redmond just as hot, 51%, just under 51%, 30 of 59. North Central 8 for 13 3-point shooting. The Redmond 9 of 22. Redmond were making it up at the line, going 13 of 18, while North Central 11 for 20 tonight. North Central out-rebounding the Redmen 34-20, including 12 on the offensive end. Redmen never quite got it going tonight. They trailed early, got back to a tie. That first half ended up trailing at the half by 8, but made it a ball game at the end, and unfortunately just ran out of time here tonight, falling to North Central 87-82. Dante Logan tonight, a collegiate best 28 points. Logan was 11 of 13 from the floor, 2 for 3 from behind the arc, 4 of 6 from the line. His second consecutive double-double, 28 points and 10 assists once again for Dante Logan. If he's not voted on the all-conference team, first team this year at point guard, I don't know who deserves it, because he has just been outstanding at that point guard. Leading the league in assists, coming in at just under 6 per game, has raised that once again on a 28-point, 10-assist night tonight. He also collected 4 rebounds while defending Jamie Moten. And not much you could do with Moten tonight. He was perfect, 7 of 7 from the floor, 5 for 5 from the line, or from three-point range, I should say, for his 19 points, tied for the team high. Charles Rosenberg also with 19 tonight to lead the way for North Central. But it falls the Cardinal way tonight. They go to 4-2 in the league with the 87-82 victory. Joined now by head basketball coach Bosko Jurkovic. And Bosko, your take on the game here tonight?
It's a difficult game to explain. I just watched it, and I still don't know if I could explain it correctly. I thought our effort late was terrific. You can't argue with Logan, and my goodness, his numbers are off the charts good. The problem is, to play 87-82, you have to rebound the basketball better than the other team. You have to block some shots. We're incapable of either of those two things. So while the last 7 or 8 minutes were exciting for the fans, we ended up being a basket short of making it a 2-point game, and anything happens at that stage, we have to do a better job of doing what we're asked to do. They shot 65%. And it didn't matter whether it was zone, which we played very poorly in the first half, whether it was man, which we didn't play very well in the second half, and it's a big disappointment. I expected to win tonight. I expect to win on Saturday night. This is a competitive group. I have no quarrels with the effort we got. I like the people on our basketball team. We just have to play better. That's all there is to it.
It just in spots. I mean, you cut it to 5 early in the second half, but then they go on an 8-0 run. They build it back out to 13. It's just a matter of there's those little moments in each half where if you just had those 3 or 4 minutes back, things might be a little different.
Now, every possession, when you're a team that's going to play a lot of close games, which we certainly are, then every possession is even more valuable than if you're a team that's in wild spurts and wins them by 20 and loses them by 20, whatever it happens to be. And you just can't add it. Their big people just dominated the game. Charlie Rosenberg didn't have any rebounds tonight, but he had 19 points and he had 4 assists. Jack Burchett is maybe the best player in the league that nobody knows about because his percentages every night are terrific, plays the team concept, he assists, he scores. He's 8 for 10. Moten was 7 for 7, didn't miss a shot. You sort of expect that from him, but just a disappointment tonight. I think we'll be fine. It's just I thought we were going to win the game tonight.
And it's, again, can't fault the effort. You guys battled back. You didn't have the lead at all tonight, but you battled back and made it a game late. And I kind of quoted Vince Lombardi there. I says you just simply run out of time. If you had more time, if this was a 45-minute game instead of a 40-minute game, maybe.
Absolutely. Maybe is the key word. And you need them to miss a free throw. They didn't shoot them well for the game, but in the end they made 4 or 5 out of 6, which were a big situation there, and we just weren't able. A couple times the ball was tipped around a little bit and it went out of bounds and it went their way, and it was correct calls. It was just a little bit unlucky at the end. We needed one more them bad, us good possession to get you back to a 1-possession game, and give them credit. They're 13, whatever it is, 14-3 for a reason. And yet, when we go out there in a couple of weeks, I'll tell you that I think we'll win that game too. It's just one of those things. Now let's get ready for Wheaton. It's not an easy turnaround. As many minutes as our people played tonight, and as physically as this game was played, we've got to walk through a lot of stuff tomorrow, practice regularly on Friday, and be ready to go on Saturday. Wheaton's not exactly excited about things either, the way things are going.
No, they lost by 40 tonight down in Decatur, 86-46. Not sure what happened there, but Milliken got them.
You got to expect that they're going to be ready to play Saturday. There's still a lot of pride in that program, and obviously this isn't one of their better vintage teams, and they're going to be ready to play Saturday. Hopefully we are too. still a lot to play for in this league, and tonight was a setback. There's no doubt about that. We're 3-3 after 6 games in the league. We need to get ready to go Saturday.
Then Augustana falls back to everybody tonight, losing at home to Illinois Wesleyan 89-84.
Well, Augustana is really a good basketball team, as is Illinois Wesleyan. Again, I think this is, we talk about it every year. A lot of times we're in the middle of that conversation. This is 43 years, 44 years now when nobody's gone undefeated. It speaks volumes to this league. I like Augustana a lot. I think they're probably the most consistent group in the league, but I didn't think they were going to go undefeated, and that's exactly what happened tonight.
Well, it's an effort tonight that just came up a bit short, 87-82. Bosco, we got to get it done on Saturday night in a tough place to play, the King Arena.
It certainly is. Johnny, appreciate it. Thank you, buddy.
You bet, Bosco. Thank you very much. Bosco Jurkovic joining us on our postgame. The Redmen fall by 5, 87-82. Individual numbers tonight. Dante Logan led all scorers tonight with 28 points, at collegiate best. 28 in 37 minutes tonight. He was 11 of 13 from the floor. He was 2 for 3 from three-point range, 4 of 6 from the line. He also collected 4 rebounds, a double-double tonight, 10 assists, his second straight game with 10 assists, and his third in the last 4 of 10 or more assists in a contest. He has become the go-to guy for the Redmen of late. Ellis Matthews tonight with 14 points. Matthews 4 of 7, including a pair of three-pointers. He had 14 in 19 minutes tonight. Cameron Van Wyk with 13. Van Wyk quietly a good night tonight for Van Wyk. 5 of 6 from the floor, 3 of 4 from the line, 3 rebounds tonight. He had 2 steals and 13 points in 25 minutes. Got saddled with that 4th foul early in the second half and spent much of the second half, came back with about 6.5 minutes to play, and it's to his credit he was able to stay in the game with that 4th foul tonight and be as competitive as he was, collecting 13 points. Kiston Lee off the bench, a fine performance tonight. Lee with 4 of 5 shooting, including a pair of three-pointers. Lee with strong numbers tonight, 19 minutes, 11 points, 5 rebounds, ended up being the leading rebounder for the Redmen tonight with 5. So nice job by Kiston Lee off the bench. 8 points for Mike Stevenson. His shot just not falling tonight. Had some good looks, just couldn't knock him down. 3 of 7, including a pair of three-pointers tonight. He finished with 8 points. 4 points for Mike Weiser. His first appearance in a couple of ball games. Weiser played 10 minutes tonight coming off the bench, the transfer from UW Parkside. 2 of 6 from the floor. Finished with 4 points and a couple of rebounds tonight. 3 points for Mike Keltson, a clutch three-pointer. That was part of that run that took the Redmen from 13 down to down 8. And it was his three-pointer that got things going. Keltson 1 for 5 from the floor tonight for his only points. And Brad Cruz played, did not score. Cruz, I should say, played just a total of 12 minutes, had 1 steal tonight. Left the ball game in the first minute of the second half. He got tangled up with Charlie Rosenberg. Rosenberg and he locked arms, and Cruz got thrown to the court, did not return from that point on, so we'll have to check on his availability for the Wheaton game on Saturday. Redmen in the second half shoot 54%, 17 of 31. For the game, 50%, just under 51%, I should say, 30 of 59. 4 for 12, 3-ball shooting in the second half for the Redmen. 9 for 22 in the ball game, 41%. And free throw shooting 13 of 18 in the game for 72% total. Meanwhile, for North Central tonight, they put 4 players in double figures. It was Jamie Moten, star of the game for North Central tonight. Perfect 7 of 7 from the floor tonight, including 5 three-pointers. He finished with 19 tonight to lead his team in scoring. Also with 19 tonight, Charlie Rosenberg. 14 of those 19 in the second half for Rosenberg. He goes 8 of 14, 3 of 5 from the line for his 19 points. They kept him off the glass. Coming in, he was averaging 7 boards per game. Only got 1 rebound tonight. But it was Jack Burchett with 16 points and 11 boards tonight. Burchett 8 of 10 from the floor for his 16 points. And Kevin Hahn off the bench with 17 points tonight for North Central. Hahn 6 of 9, including making all 5 of his free throws, going 4 of 4 down the stretch, Kevin Hahn, to keep the Redmen at bay here tonight. In the second half, unbelievable numbers here. Second half shooting for North Central, they go 18 for 24 from the floor. Folks, that's 75% shooting in the second half. They were 2 of 5 from behind the arc and 8 of 13 at the line in the second half. Your game totals for North Central, 34 of 53, 64% from the field. 8 for 13 from three-point range, 61% for the game. And at the line, 55%, 11 of 20. They out-rebound the Redmen 34-20, including 12 on the offensive end. 11 rebounds for Jack Burchett to lead all players in that category. Kevin Hahn also a double-double tonight, 17 points, 10 rebounds. Leading rebounder for the Redmen was Kiston Lee with 5. Dante Logan also with 4. Leading assist man tonight for the Redmen was Logan. He had 10 of the team's 13 assists. Meanwhile, the Cardinals get 18 assists, 5 of them by Jack Burchett. Carthage in the second half turned the ball over 8 times for a total of 15. North Central turned it over 11 times in the second half for a total of 20. And again, North Central holding back the Redmen here late as Carthage closed from a 13-point deficit, made it a 5-point game late, but unable to overcome, falling 87-82. Lady Reds did not fare much better down in Naperville. They got pond dunked and board whomped tonight by North Central, 81-72 the final. Alexis Hahn with 33 points, a collegiate best for her on 13 of 26. Taylor Boardman, 19 points tonight. Also Hahn, a career best 15 rebounds. And it wasn't enough as North Central shot lights out early in that ball game, thanks in large part to Sterling with 17. She was 6 of 7 from the floor, 5 of 5 from three-point range. And also Whipple with 14 points. Whipple 5 for 9 from the floor, including 3 three-pointers. So Carthage Lady Reds suffer their second straight conference loss, falling to 4-2 and 11-6 overall with the loss to North Central. With the win by Wheaton tonight, Wheaton women and North Central now share first place, each at 5-1 on the year, and Lady Reds at 4-2 on the season. Other finals in men's basketball tonight. Upset in Rock Island as the number 1 team, Augustana, goes down to Illinois Wesleyan, 89-84, the final in that one. So Augustana sustains their first loss in conference play. They fall to 5-1 in league play in a first-place tie now with Illinois Wesleyan, who climbed to 5-1 with the win. Wesleyan getting 20 points from Pat Soderman tonight. Soderman 6 of 11 from the floor for his 20 points. Mike Mariotti coming off the bench for 16. Jordan Nelson, the player of the week this week in the CCIW, with 19 points on 10 of 11 from the foul line, including free throws late to keep the Augustana at bay. Augustana, meanwhile, led by Hunter Hill and Ben Ryan, each with 19. We mentioned the upset down in Decatur. Milliken crushed Wheaton tonight, 86-46, the final in that one, as Milliken got 19 points from T.J. Sims, 16 from T.J. Griffin, and Tommy Palakis with 11 to lead the way for Milliken. Meanwhile, Wheaton did not post a player in double figures tonight. Bernston with 9 points. Bernston was 3 of 7 from the floor. Braden Tischer with 8. He was 3 of 9 tonight, shooting. The only players with 9 and 8 points to lead the way for Wheaton. So the Thunder fall to 1-5 on the season. Milliken now at 2-4 climbs up 1 spot in the CCIW standings. We'll run those down for you in a moment. Elmhurst, no trouble over North Park tonight, 75-50 the final in Chicago, as the Blue Jays get a strong game out of Will Nixon tonight. 14 points for Nixon, 14 for Kyle Wiest, and 13 for Eric Crittenden coming off the bench for the Blue Jays. Meanwhile, North Park gets 19 tonight from Jawan Henry, but it wasn't enough as the Vikings fall at home to Elmhurst 75-50. So your new standings now, a jumble. At the top, you have Augustana and Illinois Wesleyan each tied at 5-1 going into Saturday's games. You have Elmhurst and North Central tied for second at 4-2 records. Carthage lurking at 3-3. Wheaton, or I should say Milliken at 2-4, Wheaton at 1-5, and North Park at 0-6 going into games this Saturday. And that will be our next broadcast here on 1050 WLIP. The Lady Reds and Redmond in a doubleheader down at Wheaton. We'll kick things off at 4:30 Saturday afternoon with the Carthage Sports Report, and that'll be followed by Lady Reds basketball at 5, and the Redmond and Thunder will follow at 7 o'clock. And that will be a big ball game. Wheaton coming off that 40-point blowout loss in Decatur. They're going to have some fire in their eyes as they are sitting at 8-9. The Redmond sitting at 7-9 coming into play in that ball game. So a huge game. The Redmond need to get that one on the road with the final game of the first trip through conference play Saturday night at Wheaton. I want to thank John Voinovich and Mike Love, engineering our streaming audio and streaming video here at the Tarble Arena. My thanks to Scott DeLabio back at the WLIP studios in Pleasant Prairie, engineering our broadcast over the air. 87-82, 17th ranked North Central over Carthage tonight. Hopefully better news for you on Saturday. John Weiser saying thanks for tuning in to Carthage Redmond basketball, part of Carthage Athletics, heard on Kenosha's radio station, AM 1050 WLIP Kenosha. Have a great week, everyone. Until Saturday, thanks for tuning in. Good night from Tarble Arena.